Hey, what's up everyone? On this video I want to leave my impressions on the Devil May Cry 5 demo. At this moment, it's exclusive to the Xbox One after it was announced at the Game Awards. The demo will let you play as Nero. Ha! Microsoft made sure you noticed that this game was a demo exclusive. The moment you launch it, you see it. It starts off with a close-up of Nero's arm and then it shifts to the main menu. Once you start the demo, we see Nero in the van along with the new character Nico. Nico mentions a letter from Morrison, and is basically to check out the skill list. I have to say, this game looks beautiful. This is using the RE engine and it really shows. The characters look really realistic. The details are on point. I mean, look at the red and green orbs. Gameplay is what you expect from a Devil May Cry game. If you played Devil May Cry 4, then playing Nero in DMC5 is just like playing Nero in DMC4. He has charge shots, he can rev up his sword, and the taunts. Oh my gosh, the taunts! He can now taunt in the air, which also helps as an additional jump. So if you include his double jump, that's 3 performances of air jumps that Nero could do. Another thing I noticed about his taunts is while you run in and press the taunt button, Nero will do a drop kick. The last thing I want to show off and mention about the taunt, Nero could put on the hoodie from his taunt. That's pretty cool. He does have this new feature with his arm. This will be the replacement of the Devil Bringer. I believe it's called the Devil Breaker. The 2 arms I came across are the Overture and Gabera. Yeah, in this game, it looks like Nero lost his good arm, and Nico equipped him with different types of arms throughout the game. Now there's different abilities to mention. You can attack with the Devil Breaker, but taking damage will destroy your Devil Breaker. Now there's something similar to the Devil Bringer. That will be the Wire Snatch. Nero could extend his arm to grab his enemy, or even use it to reach long distance areas. One of the abilities will be Breakage. By holding the Devil Breaker ability, it charges Nero's arm. Charging an attack will make an attack more powerful, but it will destroy the Devil Breaker after one use. Another ability will be Breakaway. This will severe and detonate Nero's arm. This will also make you lose a Devil Breaker in your magazine. And yes, you heard that right. Nero uses his arms like ammo. It will come to a point where Nero will fight with one arm since he exhausted his Devil Breaker. He can still pick up some in the environment. Gabera will be a special arm for Nero. When using it, it performs a shockwave. However, when you charge it, you will see Nero's arm glow. Once you release the charge, Nero will fire a thick energy beam on the ground. Also, Shockwave gathers in the Gabera fingertips in midair. The waves have penetrating lasers that ricochets off the walls and floors. This could be a benefit to boost your stylish ranks. Oh, and speaking of stylish ranks, I love the execution of the attacks and kills. It's so satisfying. As far as enemies, I see 2 types. One will be a form of insects. There are some variations of them. You'll see some flying ones. I think some of them will have red and green orbs to them. There's also some random long insect-like legs that come out of the ground. The second enemies will be some cool looking Grim Reapers. Something similar to the enemies in Devil May Cry 3. I love it. From what I remember about the areas in the demo, there's 3 specific areas. The city in ruins, a room leading out to the city in the ruins, and the boss fight. Now I noticed there's areas that has no entries. I'll give you an example. Before reaching the second area, there's an entrance to a hotel. In a way, the architect reminds me of the area in Resident Evil 6 and Chris's campaign. You can't really explore this area in the demo, because the moment you enter, you get a loading screen and you show up in a different location. You also see that the door is blocked behind you. I will say this, there are some missable areas to explore, like this extra platform that has an orb enemy. The orb enemies are similar to the crystal lizards from Dark Souls, but in this case they leave fragments of red orbs before they escape or die. Another thing that could be easily missed is the encounter of calling Nico.
Took you long enough, dumbass. What happened to the 3rd week rule?
Tell you what, you call me from now on and I'll hustle on over.
She will be the equivalent of the divinity statues from the previous DMC games. Unfortunately, this feature is disabled from the demo.
Somebody call a doctor?
I wasn't expecting any survivors.
The last area will be the boss fight. The boss for the demo will be Goliath. For the most part, you can read his attack patterns, but don't get too comfortable, because he has 3 different environment phases: the rooftop, the interior, and back outside. After he takes a few hits from you, he will destroy the rooftop. Now you want to make sure that you're airborne to avoid taking damage from his impact. As you come down, he will use the pillar as an extension of his melee attack. Now after a few hits, he will no longer have it and goes back to normal. But nope, he's gonna rage quit. Now you might notice that the wall is destroyed. You might want to run outside. Now he has a long range projectile which is similar to the charged Guevara attack. He also manages to throw projectiles coming out from his stomach. After Nero managed to deliver more blows, Goliath gets more aggressive and destroys the whole area. I also noticed that he has new attack patterns like a charge attack, an AoE burst attack. He throws objects at you, and if you give him enough time, I believe he can also destroy what else is left of the building that's standing. But his final attack will be his version of the Guevara charge attack. In this case, you have to run out of the way. It looks like a horizontal tornado. After you land the final blow, you get a cutscene and then you get the results.
The fruit is mine. I rule the underworld, not him.
And that's right, Devil May Cry is back. You get the pre-order screen for both standard and deluxe editions, and it takes you back to the main menu. Now, holy crap, this demo is great. In case you haven't noticed, I'm fanboying off this demo alone. There will be a Bloody Palace update on April, which I have to question, why isn't it part of the base game? But I'm enjoying the demo too much to not care about the update for now. The experience overall is great. Nero feels very fluid to play with. I do wonder how V will play, and I do wonder how the whole multiplayer experience will be. Now, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm very excited for Devil May Cry 5. The presentation is a mix of both old DMC and the reboot in one. Like it feels like an old DMC game. The sound design is obviously the same from the old games, but the look in the environments gives me the DMC reboot vibes. Also, it took me a while to get used to Nero's new look compared to the Final Fantasy look in DMC 4. Either way, I'm a fan of both Neros. I also like the customizations in the menu. The fact that you can mess with the cameras, turn off the tutorials, and oh yeah, auto assist. I might as well go over auto assist. Auto assist can make you overpowered just by pressing buttons, but I wouldn't recommend using it. If you're trying to boost up your rank in the result screens, using auto assist could be considered a penalty. You can also tell when someone is using auto assist by looking at the top right of the screen while the HUD is displayed. Speaking of the HUD, Nero's HUD is beautiful. I love the cracked glass look. You could actually see a reflection of the gameplay in the glass. This demo alone exceeded my expectations. I actually pre-ordered the collector's edition, so there's no doubt that I'll be doing an unpacking and review for that. Anyways, I will be streaming this when the game comes out in March. Follow me on Twitch. If you guys liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Other than that, I am out. Peace.